keep making plays like that, they might just get a few.
Yeah, once you get one, defensive teams think they come in bunches.
Here's Jackson. A terrific return there. 27 yards all told. And the Titans are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Off play action to Henry. Here's Mariota. Well, he's going to take a shot right away. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense, when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down.
We got this.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Mariota now to throw on 1st down. And that is caught by Davis for a Tennessee touchdown. Corey Davis, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Extra point up and good by Succop. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 28-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And on the first drive, 3 and out. And I know that these are professional athletes, but I would imagine sometimes you get the nerves at the beginning of a game still, don't you?
Those don't ever go away. And typically what I've heard from guys and what I remember from playing, if you don't have nerves at the start of a game, it's not going to be a great day for you. You're not really ready to play. So finding a way to harness those nerves and not let them affect you in a negative way, that's what all the guys are looking for.
On 2nd down, here's Miller. And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 3rd and 1.
Shoot! Hey, check 24. Check 24. Check 3. 26.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before pick. Up the first.
A gain of 6. That's good for the Panthers. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
All day. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
46.
46.
A 1st down carry now for Miller. Give him 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
It's a pickup of 3. Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard
Check
line.
59. Mike is 59. Mike the 59. It's our time. It's our time. Hey, 47. 26.
On 2nd down now. It's Miller, and no room to maneuver there. Give him a yard up to the 47. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Third and 6.
Here we go. Check, 59. Oh, here we go. Oh, Mike's 59. Mike's 59. You can't play. Here we go. Go to 54. Go to 54. Turn up. Kill.
On third down, it's Prescott. And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes. Wesley Woodyard, he does a little bit of everything, and this time he gets the sack. Here's Michael Pilardi now, as he'll kick it away for the second time. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. And that will go out of the back of the end zone. Way too much mustard. Not a good punt, and it will come out to the 20. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And, Charles, if the season ended today, and it's not going to, we still have December left. We're only in November. But they would be a wild card team. And that's great. They'd be in the playoffs, but you know they're trying to bump up to be one of those division leaders.
That guarantees you at least one home game in the playoffs, and that's what you're really seeking. But there also isn't much margin for error for this team, right? Because right where they're sitting, a 2-game losing streak can have them out of the playoffs, so they've got to make sure they continue to keep the momentum going.
Absolutely. There's some sharks smelling blood in the water behind them. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. Working out of the gun, Mariota. He's got his big tight end, Fant. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. This is Dion Lewis now in his 9th NFL season. Dion Lewis, 30. Touchdown, Titans. Dion Lewis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead. And on that long run, maybe the defense caught napping a little bit.
The concentration level may not have been there. I agree with you on that one, because those types of plays, when they result like that, they're almost like big bolts of lightning, aren't they? Whoosh, and off he goes.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. Now a man open down the middle of the field. And he'll get it up to the 33-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Prescott off play action. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. And he returns it into enemy territory down to the 45-yard line. He had a little bit of the turnover bug last week, 3 interceptions. Not an absolute disaster, but another one here. Do you start to get a little worried?
You worry about your team as a whole because you have to find a way to make those interceptions quote-unquote go away, and that means your defense. They've got to go out there on sudden change and at least hold people to field goals, and if that keeps happening, they lose confidence.
A second down run with Lewis. They'll fight forward for a couple down inside the 40.
When we talk about Luke Kuechly, you can't talk about his overall game without talking about his intelligence and how he controls the whole defense. He quarterbacks that defense and at times will actually make checks, just like a quarterback would on offense to get them into the right defense. They definitely were on that play. How about that finish? Holding that to a minimal gain.
17 yards on that play for the Titans.
And the game just keeps evolving. Big guys running those corner routes, so difficult to cover.
Now Lewis here on first down. And he's got 4 down inside the 20 to the 18.
And that's one of the reasons you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mariota. This will be caught by Brown. 15 yards on the play. First down. And, boy, they had high praise for this rookie receiver when we asked the coaches about him, didn't they?
They certainly did, and obviously they liked his measurables. Otherwise, they wouldn't have brought him onto the team. Height, weight, speed, all of that. But how about what they really said? Competitiveness. That's what they really liked about him. The way he goes after the football, competes for it, and decides when it's in the air, it's his and only his.
So 2nd and goal, and the big man Henry alone in the backfield. They'll give it to him up the middle. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
And he will take this one in for a Titans touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
But they decided to run it in and got it done on 3rd and goal. A lot of times, that's a passing play.
And the kicker just has to come out for the PAT. He can breathe a sigh of relief as well, right?
Although I don't know if he's really breathing a sigh of relief. I think he likes to put 3 points on his ledger.
Get ready, get ready, get ready.
At their own 25-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And some dangerous territory. You're already down 3 scores. A 3-and-out here, or an inability to put any points up. This one might be over by half.
Yeah, and what you also have to guard against is calling every play for a big shot downfield. You know, thinking you're going to get all these points back on one drive. You're not. And last time I looked, it's still the first half. I'm not saying you have ultimate patience here, but you also don't have to go ahead and force everything either.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Prescott. Thomas has got it. Complete. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down.
Ian Thomas got pressed into action early his rookie season as all-pro tight end Greg Olsen went down with an injury. Ended up with 36 catches, and they definitely see him as the future once Olsen decides to hang. It up and maybe become a broadcaster.
Here's Michael Pilardi now as he's on to punt for Carolina. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And this punt sails over the sideline. And the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11. At the 23-yard line.
I can't believe they let you play. I can't believe they even let you play.
They keep it on the ground. This time it's Henry. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
The Titans on 3rd down. A perfect 3 for 3 as they look to keep that streak going. This is 3rd and 4. From the gun, Mariota. He gets it to Brown, complete. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. And brought down, but able to get it to their 30-yard line. An 11-yard pickup for the Titans and a first down. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Now it's Henry. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Titans get 14 yards there and move the chains as well. A lot to praise on this drive, obviously. I know you're seeing what I'm seeing. Those guys up front, they're getting it done.
Doesn't matter what play is called. They are handling their business at the line of scrimmage and dominating right now on this drive.
And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. 11 more yards that go around, a first down as well.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
A chance to really cap off a big first half here as they come up on 1st and goal. Mariota going to give to Lewis. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and goal from the 6 this time. Throwing, Mariota. The quick slant caught. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Noah Fant as the first half is winding down. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
Heard a coach talk about those late-in-the-half scores, especially ones that give your team a pretty decent cushion. He said those could be the ones that could finish off a squad if you let them.
Yeah, they've got the cushion. This half has been theirs. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Typically down to the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive. But they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, and normally, you know me. You've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your time. First half, you still got a chance. I think they're out of patience here. This has to be a drive that gets a touchdown. So if you're the play caller, you're going to that portion of the sheet that says big-time plays, specials, anything you can use to get yourself back into it.
We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the third quarter gets underway. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. Mariota to Lewis on the draw. And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused. Because it had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one good for a pickup of 15 for Tennessee.
First down.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Mariota hands to Henry. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Luke Kuechly, the all-pro linebacker, in on the stop.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
On second down, it's Lewis. He's got a first down and then some at midfield. And finally, down at the 36-yard line. 27 yards there, a first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 36. Mariota gives to Henry. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35.
Well, they had that one sniffed out. Excellent run blitz. Stop that one for a short gain.
What makes a good run blitz a good run blitz?
The ability to stay on task, to follow up your assignment, go to the gap you're supposed to cover, and not be deterred by anything else. Well, if the coaching staff's doing a good job upstairs, they'll file away what they just saw from the defense right there. They sold out to stop that running play. I'd say keep that in mind. They want to try that again. Go play action, hit them over the top.
7th play of the drive, forthcoming on 3rd and 8.
Hey, check.
From the shotgun, it's Mariota. Got him in, it's Brown. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. And they're going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Panthers' 20-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. Henry will get it. He's been busy today. And here's another tackle made at the line, so they're converging well on the football now. The tackle made by the linebacker, Joe Schobert. 2 runs for a net gain of nothing. Now here's 3rd and 10. To throw Mariota. And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. Marcus Mariota with his 3rd touchdown pass of the afternoon as his guys continue to put this one out of reach.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Elsewhere, second half is underway up in Orchard Park. And very little issue in that one for the Redskins, opening their lead a bit further. Lamar Miller, and we'll keep an eye on that one as our game goes along here. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Give him 15 there, and the Panthers have a first down. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Play action now. Prescott trying to force it to Hopkins, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 46. And his guys are going to get the football at their own 47-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. Hey, a lot of points have been scored in this game against them, but tally that one on the side of the defense.
Do you think maybe, possibly, it could be a little bit of a changer for them? Maybe not a game changer, but a little bit of a momentum one that maybe they can string together some pretty good plays and slow them down.
And they see right through that defensively as he'll be hit and taken down to the backfield.
A loss of 2 yards. And it's third down.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So time to start going in the other direction as they come up now 3rd and long. To throw is Mariota. This is the tight end Fant. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. Give them 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down.
First down.
So they go from one 42-yard line to the other as they come up now 1st and 10. They run with Lewis out of the gun. Trying to find a lane, but instead he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. Shaq Thompson on the tackle that time. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
A solid run by Derrick Henry, and here's another 1st and 10.
Check the outs, check the outs, check the outs.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags. So they lost yardage, and they declined the penalty. There's no logical reasoning to do that.
I'm trying to go through this little Rolodex in this small brain of mine, and I'm coming up with nothing, partner. I've got zip on that one. Take the yardage, right? Take the penalty. I don't get it.
I don't get it either. After the penalty, it's Henry. And a 5-yard gain as he's down inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they want to put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
Three down.
He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
Watch out. One. Exit. Check 26. One.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And this is intercepted. He was trying to get it to Davis. It's the Pro Bowler Luke Kuechly that picks it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now they get a 4th quarter pick A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it now. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
56. Mike. Oh, right there, 56. Pick it up, guys. Pick it up.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Dane Cruikshank. And he's going to score. It's a Titans touchdown. Sucka for the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And let's face it, this drive is not going to have any bearing on this game, but it's kind of important for one reason, isn't it?
It certainly is. You got to get points. And, okay, all right, I'm being facetious here, but you get points, you feel a little bit better about yourself as you move on to the next one.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. 10th carry now for Lamar Miller. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
Go, get out there, 56. Mike, 56, right there, 56. Let's go, D.
Prescott from the gun on 3rd. And that is incomplete. I want to go back to something you said in the first quarter.
Is it a positive?
It is a positive.
Okay.
About winning the turnover battle. As a visiting team, as an underdog, you were right. They've done just that, and look where it's gotten them.
It's part of the formula. When you go on the road, as you mentioned, being an underdog, winning the turnover battle is a big key, and this one's playing out in this one.
Pilardi now on to punt as he sends this one away. A 46-yard boot, but just 36 following a pretty decent return of 10 yards. And it'll be Titan football. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. You know, these guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. Derrick Henry. And another mistake here defensively as a flag is down on the tackle, and that's going to tack on 15 more. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration, not a good play.
And now it's 1st and 10, a big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. And they take a knee.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 29-yard line.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play. And it'll be a third and about 13. Again, it's Henry. Space to run past the 20. And he'll finally be taken down at the 18. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be 4th down.
Check 52's to Mike. I'm on.
And on 4th down, they come up and take the knee. So they were really trying to put the nail in the coffin there already with this lead here in the 4th, but they didn't get it.
Guaranteed, it's not going to be a fun handshake in the postgame, right? You just know that there's going to be some bad blood there. And I know if we go to the postgame press conferences, the winning coach, you know what he's going to say, why he did it? We need the points, okay? Because you never know at the end of the year if points are going to come into the tiebreaker if we're trying to get into the playoffs. That's always the standard justification.
Now Scarlett. And not a whole lot to speak of there as they'll bring him down shy of the 20. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And I tell you what, Charles, this might be about as good as it gets. They were incredible.
Yeah, offense was in fine form. The defense threw the shutout at them. I think they worked in concert together. What I like about the offense was they held the ball pretty well. You know, time of possession, exactly what they were looking for in this one. And that helped out their defense. Didn't have to be out there the entire time. So when you do that and you're out there fresh playing, off a little extra spring in your step, and it showed up in this one.
They had a ton of spring in their step. Impressive victory. So for the Titans, the win will move them to 7-2 now on the year. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Carolina, the struggles intensify as they drop to 2-6 now on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.